Need to log out. How do I log out of this one? Need nostalgic radio. There you go. And then my channel. All right, boy, we live.
39 seconds. Let's eat.
Yeah, I'm just checking the live right now, though.
Oh, yeah, I see you going. I'm just looking at it. I want to make sure I'm sitting like I want to sit because I want to address these nickels. I got some shit to get off my chest. Because we've been bullshitting as a people. I know my wife and daughter say they got it. So here we go. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm trying to find the live so I can see it.
Yeah, just send it to eat, though. You know what I'm saying? Go hard, got it. Yeah. Get this shit off pop. Send it to L Boogie.
Why the live ain't gone? I knew I went live today, but that's not the one I'm looking for. Where's the one that's right now?
Damn. Get that shit out my nose before I start talking on camera.
Hey, bro, go from your phone. Go click the link. Click the link and see what comes up.
Same thing did a while ago.
We on my Facebook page. Ooh, I need to. Oh, because the time ran out.
It
Oops.
say live.
Yeah.
Yeah, we on. Hey.
All right, now turn your volume down from there.
On the phone?
Yeah. I'm just testing to make sure we broadcasting.
Yeah, I just want to see it.
All right. Yeah, I just want to make sure we broadcasting. Right. So I can play the music now.
Coming out with they stuff, you know what I'm talking about. We hearing from everybody. We wanna know what's going on down there in C-Town. You know what I'm talking about. What them real niggas at. We talking about where them bars at. You know what I'm talking about. Would you let your booze know what's going on? Everybody one time. You know what I'm talking about. Get yourself where you at, boy.
Here's your 411 on that 214. Y'all dial 911 if my shit don't blow. A pioneer with this rap as far as Dallas concerned. We go to deals with our boots with plenty money to burn. The last man to hit the door and I be the last man standing. I'll be there when the deal go down cause I done applied it and planted. You got to spread your hustle.
One time, you know what I'm talking about. Get yourself where you at, boy. 411 on that 214.
Hey.
You can't keep playing it. You can't let it play.
I can't let it what?
You can't let it play and be on here. They're gonna hear that.
I ain't letting nothing play. Mine ain't up. I ain't got nothing up. I ain't got nothing on. That's you controlling everything, Jay.
Oh, I thought that was okay.
No, sir. I don't have nothing up.
I'm just about to stop. So.
The poke it at your ass, you
Yeah, I'm
ain't got
looking,
nothing
trying
but
to get
trouble.
back on
You
that
got
link you just
Higher
sent.
Brother Records.
Yo, what's up, Dollar Man? What's up, man? Yo, to let you know what's going on down there in the 214, you know what I'm saying? They was let you coming out with they stuff, you know what I'm talking about? We hearing from everyone on down there in the 214, down there in D-Town. So everybody be coming out with they stuff, you know what I'm talking about? Where them boys at, you know what I'm talking about? To let you know we hearing from everybody. We wanna know what's going on down there in D-Town, you know what I'm talking about? Where them real thugs at, you know what I'm talking about? Where them boys at, you know what I'm talking about?
If my shit don't blow,
What's
a
going
pioneer
on?
with this
Holla at
rap,
me one
as far as
time, you know
Dallas
what I'm talking
concerned,
about? Give me
we go
some.
good
Where you
without
at,
the roof with
boy?
plenty money to burn. The last man to hit the door and I be the last man standing. I'll be there when the deal go down, cause I was out and implanted. You got to spread your hustle. It ain't about just flexing your muscle. Cause when they poke it at your ass, you ain't got nothing but trouble. You got to get it pushed right, put the cane down for dry. Premeditation thoughts to move, the only way you survive. Gang organized and
Already,
they ain't know what's
already.
up, baby. So what you need, it's all gravy. Interstate, don't give a damn what it takes. I got to have it, going to get it, coming back with this weight.
Already,
That's not
fam.
you playing that coming because that's coming from outside.
No, no,
Yeah,
nothing's.
that's
I
coming
ain't
from
got nothing on
outside.
my
That's
phone. I don't have no.
okay.
I was pulling. I'm over here on my phone trying to pull up the link to share it some more. That's all I was doing. I need to stop doing that at the moment.
Yeah, you logged in at the same time because they're hearing it.
Well, good afternoon, September 3rd, 2024. It's your boy, Mr. 214 Top Dollar, back at it again with Real Talk Dallas After Dark. You heard me? And we got a couple of issues that I would like to discuss. And off the muscle, let me introduce my big brother, my little brother, Mr. Jason Dixon. And y'all listening to us on Nostalgic Radio. And I would love for y'all to tune in, share, and tell me what you think because we up and coming, we got room to grow, and we got room for you. So we got packages to promote and everything. But I'm gonna cut right into it. How you doing today, Jay?
I'm good, man. I'm good, man. Sorry, guys, we're having a little technical difficulty. Give me 1 second. We're gonna make all this right. It's just not letting me remove something from the screen, our little cover up, but
Oh, well,
we're
that's
good.
okay. That's okay. You know, we're gonna keep it pushing. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get better. Y'all know this is my first time back in a minute. I ain't went nowhere. But my first thing that I would like to say to y'all, man, is if you're doing so much in life, you know, this is just food for thought.
Right,
And things ain't going right and you're doing everything, then you probably need to stop doing so much. You know what I mean? Stop, slow down, concentrate, and keep the main thing. We have to prioritize. And I think that's kind of what's missing with us. Everybody's trying to eat. Everybody wants to be an entrepreneur. We got so many different avenues. It's great. But I do believe they just, as a whole, just slow down. If you're doing too much and everything and it ain't going right, slow down. Stop doing everything. Stop one time, one at a time. Line them
right.
up. You know, that's food for thought for y'all. I'm gonna take that with you. Now let me get to my subjects. I got something that I want to talk about, and I think it's very critical. And I have to start inside out, but this problem is on the outside too. So this is not a color problem. I'm just dealing with it from my point of view. Okay, guys.
Right,
Now
exactly. Yeah,
I've been integrated and all that, so that's not an issue either. You know what I mean? So we're not going there. What we're talking about is a problem. Then we're gonna present a solution, or present some solutions, and then my brother Jason is gonna hit it in the head one way or the other, and we're gonna just chop it up about it and see if we can't grow. All right. Now, my first topic, guys, is what's wrong with our school system. Somebody, please tell me the teachers can't teach no more. The curriculum ain't the curriculum no more. Where, why are we failing? Why are our kids falling behind the rest of the world? And I don't want to hear COVID-19 because it was COVID-19 for the rest of the world.
right,
What I want to discuss and talk about is why our kids are falling behind. What are we doing? And I think we failing them because we the adults and they the kids. So it's only so much responsibility that I'm willing to allow to put allowed to be put on them because they're in the teaching mode. They're in the learning mode. That's why they're coming to schools so we can teach. The system has it set up to where you get your 12 years of public school, and then you're ready to decide if you want a higher education or go get you some training. But those first 12 years, I kind of think the adults are mostly responsible for what the kids intake, do, and don't do. Question, guys. Our kids are coming to school with
Okay.
their designer belts on, Jordans, Gucci shoes, but they don't know nothing. I got kids. Well, I ain't gonna say I got kids. We have kids in our system that gets passed through grades after grade after grade, but they're not ready to be a part of society. Why are we slipping them through instead of knuckling down and getting them in tutoring? I didn't say leave them alone and let them stay behind. I say give them some extra work. Pull them out of recess and gym and let
Right.
them get on the computers because our kids love the computers. And we have so many different programs that can help you catch up on reading, can get the grade level, can help you catch up on math. We have so many programs in place and we have some great tutors. See, people have to understand teachers are teachers for passion. They had this lie going around to say, if you can't do, you teach. I would beg to differ. Teachers have a passion for learning and teaching. The most beautiful feeling in the world is when a student comes into your room and you can have a subject up, y'all can go through a lesson plan, and when they leave, you know they learned something that they didn't know before they got there. When I was little,
Right.
our parents used to say,
But
"What you learned today? What you learned today?" Well, when you come to Mr. Richardson class, you learn something today. You know what I
right.
mean? You got to learn something every day. I didn't say you got to read the whole book the first day. You don't have to read the whole paragraph. You don't have to read the whole chapter. Read a paragraph. You can't read a paragraph, read half a paragraph.
Well,
One
let's
sentence.
let's go on
Yes,
into let's get into the first top first of what you asked, like why are our children failing in the school system? I I honestly in this day and age I my opinion, I'm always saying that I want to be clear.
yes,
I
sir.
put it back that the parents aren't around or in their lives strong enough to make them. One, two, they don't have the same course books, the same homework that we have. I saw a kid the other day, and when I talk joke with my nieces and nephews and say, "Where's your homework?" They're like, "I did it at school." You know why? Because it's just a sheet of
Right,
paper or something like that. There's nothing
man. Go ahead. Go ahead.
comprehension. The other part about that is we used to take basic tests, even though I don't agree to basic tests because they are culturally biased based on where you come from, what school, how your life is going, right? But I do
Right.
agree with them because, in a certain sense, they had what I called comprehension. We had reading, writing,
Yep.
arithmetic,
Yep.
and comprehension.
Yep.
Nowadays, when you talk to one of these kids, it's like they don't understand what you're saying, and you have to slow it down for them because even though they're being taught to read, they're not being taught to comprehend what they read.
Well, now I'm gonna piggyback on what you said to go right along with you. Me and one of my partners was just talking the other day about the exact same thing. See, parents first have to be held accountable because what's happening is we have a missing section of our education with our kids. In other words, doing elementary, most of them are fine because all you're doing is learning how to write your name, add and subtract. You get to the sixth grade, you might touch on some multiplications, but the sixth grade now is junior high. So now
Right.
we going 1 through 5, PK through 5. Well, those kids are all about on the same level. The problem that I see that's really concerning is that the parents that are there, they allow they computers and TVs and games to raise their kids. And social media plays a bigger influence in the kids' life than the parents do. I work in the school system and I see kids and you can ask them about their parents and this and that, and they ain't really got much to say. You can ask them what they did last night, though. We was on TikTok, we was on Instagram, and woo woo woo. Most of our fights come because they're on some social media site and somebody typed something or said something. And the
True.
problem with that is we're introducing them. I'm talking about the fifth grade. we're introducing them too fast to the adult world, and they're skipping those fundamentals that we're talking about. Teachers don't give out homework no more. They say, well, he did it in class. Well, then it wasn't homework. You know what I mean? It was classwork. They don't have the
Absolutely.
same they don't have the same mentality that we had, to where no pass, no play. We grew up with that. If you didn't pass, you didn't play.
Right.
And that was before they passed the rule. See,
And
and
that's
it was always what your
yeah,
grades look like. If you wanted something, you had to pay, had to have a good report card.
yep.
Now, this generation of children, and it's sad to say, and I'm just gonna say it, Jay, it's cool to be dumb. It went from being from the suburbs to where everybody wanted to get to okay, now the projects are the place to be. You know, where you're struggling at, where you real niggas at, and it's on the block, and they don't understand the people that really on that block don't want to be there. And as soon as they get their money right, they gone. But all those clowns is pretending. They're presenting a lifestyle or a perception to our kids, to where they think that they got professional dope dealers, and they don't understand why they call the house a trap. They don't understand the laws and how they set up. They don't even have an inkling to say, well, wait a minute, ain't no poppy fields here in America. Where is all
Right.
this work coming from? Nobody
Right.
stops to think about the setup. But we can't blame them all the time when we can look at it. Just look at it. We Google everything else.
Right.
With no one, there is no father figure in the house. So the woman is so emotional, and the kids become emotional. The boys are raised to be emotional, and at the same time, that curriculum is being lost in the wash. See, now you
That is
got
true.
parents that want to be. We have parents who want to be their kids' friend instead of their parents.
That's true.
It's like they scared to tell their kids no. You know what I mean? It's like, wait, no, it ain't gonna hurt your ass. He said, well, I went to go put in a job application. You might put in 100 job applications before you get a job. But guess what? You only need one yes to get a job. It's the same way
Right.
with success. Like when we was doing music, all you need is one hit. One hit sets you for life. But you need that one.
Absolutely.
It's the same way with your business
and that
adventures.
and that's
Yes,
the
sir. Go
whole
ahead.
thing. That's why I said, but that's where it comes down to. Yes, we can't blame them from being out on the block. I tell my story all the time. We talk about it all the time. I talk about yours all the time. But I think when it comes to the question that you asked about why are they failing, it's because nowadays social media shows that you don't need an education.
Right. Well,
If you
and
can
what they
become
do though is they tell them half-heartedly stories. You know, the
right,
people on social media, yeah, you can get rich doing these things, but it comes with a price. It
exactly.
comes with a
It
price. You
comes
know what
with,
I mean?
and they
You
don't
know,
tell them that the
yeah. See,
influencer
the
takes
homo
time.
thugs are out there. The homo thugs, as Jaguar Wright will say, are out there. Okay, let me just say that it comes with a price. When you take the shortcut, you gonna take a shortcut.
Right.
So you have, and
Absolutely.
nobody tells them. But right now, like you just said, everybody, we in an instant society. It's like everybody want it instant, like a microwave. They want their success instant. They want their relationship instant. Do you remember, Jason, back when we were younger? You go out with a girl, you'd have to date her for a while.
Right.
Now, you go to the club. These youngsters meet a girl. They have sex, and oh, that's their girl the next morning. He don't even know her last name. Don't know her mama and them. Don't know where she graduated from, but she was twerking last night,
And that's all it
and
took.
vice versa. These are the shortcomings. These are the people that's raising our kids. These are the kids. See, the parents have to be responsible. We can't expect for the teachers and the staff to do everything. We get kids just dropped off. I mean, it's ridiculous. Now kids come to school, shoot up the school, and everybody say, well, wait a minute, the police responded wrong. Well, has anybody ever thought no policeman at the school is thinking they finna be in a shootout? Why
At
not?
all.
Because they at school. It's a learning facility. There
Yes.
is no reason to bring any drama to school that ain't fisticuffs on the back on the court on the blacktop where they gonna throw 3, 4 licks, 5 licks, separated, go back to the game. Yeah, we ain't killing each other, shooting up people who didn't have nothing to do, causing incidents and panic and fear. That PSD is real. And we have just lost our ever loving mind with how we allowing everybody scared of the kids and don't nobody want to correct them.
Well, well,
It's
you
it's
gotta
like
be,
what?
but you gotta look at it from a point that we're a PC country now. Everybody wants to be politically correct. Nobody wants to say the things that we need to say to make change happen. We want to just say, like for example, kids don't go to school. Living in Vegas, right? One of the things I found out is kids don't have to go to school, and there's nothing the parents can really do about it. They'll come
Oh,
arrest the parents if you're not in school, but if you whoop your kid and make them go to school, they're also gonna come arrest you because you whooped your child.
well
The
now,
kids have more say,
that's the
and
same way here. That's the
that's
same
why
way
their
here.
dropout level. Yeah, that's why their dropout level. So we live in a society where it says, "Hey, you can be great without going to college, without getting this education." You know how many times I have to tell kids it isn't about the paper that you get from going to college or the paper you get from graduating from high school. It's the longevity, people showing people that you can do something and complete it, right?
Right, right. And it's also about your network. See, the people
Right.
that you hang around when you go to college, you meet guys and girls from different parts of the country and the world, and y'all become friends because y'all away from home and you're having to make adult decisions, or we used to say pimp decisions. In other words, it's Saturday, campus is closed down, cafeteria closed down, y'all hungry. Well, shoot, we got $20. It's five of us. Look like we either gonna go get some chicken or we gonna go get noodles. But that's a
Right.
bonding process that as you grow, you remember that for the rest of your life. The guys
Right.
that I went to college with, those weekends, I take my friends, my roommates home with me. I'd ride home with them because those are bonding experiences and your network. I remember my brother told me this. He said your network should increase your net worth.
Right.
So that means the people that you hang around people that's trying to do something. See, if you
Right.
hang around nine broke ass niggas, I guarantee you're gonna be the 10th. That's an old pops thing. No,
Yep.
it is. I mean, you get nothing from nothing leaves nothing. Somebody got to do something. But back to our children, before I change subjects, these kids, what they need is complete households, real households. And I understand this is a PC country. But at the same time, for as long as existence has been here, it takes two people to make a child, right?
Right.
Well, in that case, it takes two people to raise a child, and not of the same sex. And I have nothing against that. That ain't where I'm going. I'm talking about the information that we put in a child, the way we bring them up, from their terrible twos when they just start acting out to when they first start going to preschool. excuse me, at 4 or 5 till about 8 years old. See, you ain't got to abuse your child to discipline your child. You don't
Right.
whoop your child for everything that they do. But if you are in their life 24/7, see, you don't need to take them to granny house because that's that critical learning age. You don't need to leave them with granny. You need to put in them what you need in them because you know what granny did wrong. So you want to fix it with yours. So
Right.
address it from the ages of 2 to 8. Your child can get study habits and get money habits and get money managing habits, get diet habits,
Right.
proper food habits. No, I just ain't gonna eat a cupcake in a couch and fried chicken. These habits are developed and learned. And if we teach them, and I mean with diligence, I mean having some empathy. Teach your children. You ain't got to yell at your children. You can give your child something and they throw the paper on the floor. You can pick that paper up every time and say, throw it away and put it in the trash. You do that for
Exactly.
about a week, 12 days. That child will start doing that.
Right. Create habits. Repetitiveness always
So-
creates habits. They
But they
see
need to
you
be
doing it.
positive. They need to
Yeah.
be positive, family oriented. And now I'm gonna say this,
Well,
and this is really
I can't say
this.
that, bro, because I'm all about the whooping. I'm not about the child abuse, but I am about if you spare the rod, you're gonna have a
Well,
spoiled child, and
no,
that
no.
spoiled
Well,
child is
the thing is now, if you spoil your kids, you got to raise your grandchildren. But
right.
if you discipline your children, then you can spoil the grandkids because your kids will know what life is and the expectations is and how to be real. We got a whole generation right now of guys. I'm gonna say from 15 years old to 35. I tell you to your face, man, why you didn't go to the funeral? Oh, I don't like funerals. I don't know nobody that like funerals. I ain't that's
Right.
you know what I mean.
Right.
It's like, but it's the thought process to where they think in this PC time that they have a choice, and they really shouldn't. But it's because it wasn't put in them like it was put in us. You pay your last respects. It don't matter how you feel, whether
Right.
y'all fell out the last time or y'all was hugged up and out at the club. If
Well,
that's your partner, if that's
we gonna
somebody you
take
know,
this.
they passing on, then we gotta these are morals that we don't teach. It's like opening a door for a woman. These boys look at that like, oh, you old punk ass nigga, you open the door for this. No, it's a female. We don't let the females treat the females like queens, and we don't. Imagine this, Jason, living in a world where a real man, like you said a while ago, we really can't be a man. You can't stand on man stuff because it's frowned upon. But a
Right.
girl can pretend to be a man, and everybody will say, "Well, she got that right. That's how she
Well,
feels."
let's take that topic into transition and let's go into our little break right now. We're gonna drop a little
Okay.
music video on you guys that's watching. We appreciate everyone that's tuned in to Real Talk Dallas After Dark with my man Mr. 214. I am Jason Dixon. We're gonna drop this out and take a quick break, guys. Thanks for tuning in.
Trap down, this 19 nigga, how y'all figure, man, it's going down. These busters hesitate and make mistakes and lose weight. Some take the pressure, bust a pipe him with that whip, man. Maintain the status of ballin', can't be falling, my papers calling now. Posted up again on this block by my money, nigga. It's most stress mounts to the crib, I bounce with me an ounce. Back on the slab, baby, all money counts. See, it's fuck fighting guns with that folk. But my little brother trying to tell me they gon' squab no more. But then y'all got me fucked up, cause I know what you're thinking. Top dollar love weed, Haley on it drinking. I be a part-time crack dealer, but full-time sack killer. Put that on T. Jones, none of y'all know a realer nigga. Situation after situation, now tell me what we facing. I ain't catching more cases, I done my time and let me make it. Niggas beat the guns, so type this on that itchy bum. And that me papers for capers, nigga, put way big, huh? Don't fuck with baggage, that's rag. They fingerprint when you casualties. I'm down on the inside, but living ghetto fast. I got the habit, ain't no tricks about my cabbage. You sow, you silly rabbit, you didn't know what's happening. I take the bitter with the sweet and serve your haters defeat. This ghetto love is my affiliated, should bleach. These niggas calling for death, now what's left? Can you tell me? And these hoes turn on the niggas who try to help them. Section 8 bound and like down with no enhancement. They ghetto mentality, leave a nigga 3 chances. It's like swing, batter, swing, batter, swing. How your nigga gon' make it out? Saying swing, batter, swing, batter, swing. How your nigga gon' make it out? But we bleed for cheddar cheese, dirty deeds, and cop and please. This muster rap game got your city under siege, you bleed. Nigga, what you represent? 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 Too many talking killers, really niggas, what do you know? Mano and mono, Jim got some pain, it's that 44. So all about it, can't live without it. The better that cheddar about it. 10 digits to make a midget seem taller than all the Dallas. Feel it perfecto, fresh, guaranteed niggas check. I kick these lyrics, activistic figures, leave you wet. Standing alone, send my guns all home. Don't give a fuck what you talking about, leave me alone. On this grind, time after time, about to lose my fucking mind. This hip hop won't stop and my whole city shines. As we roll, this how this go. Make your boss bitch a step hoe. Married 44, tell them hoes that the stepchild about to blow. It's going down, don't fuck around. Them niggas for G we now. No hating, your pockets aching, then put it down. I kick that free world shit. Incarceration's a bitch. They presents, that makes sense. So now I know what T. Jones meant. Curbside service is how we hit you. Now how we gon' make it poppin'? I'm forced to push the issue. Now niggas related, you can't fade it and beat it. Irie brother racks, baby. Been down so long, don't need approval. Ain't gon' pay who you crazy. Nobody move, nobody gets hurt. You know the line, plus it's true, and the shit works. Oh, we bleed for cheddar cheese, dirty deeds, and cop and please. Just must have rap game, got the city under siege. You bleed. Nigga, what you represent? 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 Hard like De La Hoya, fuck me and I'm coming for you. Shit get twisted, I go ballistic. No shorts with that Irie brothers disputed, but black booty for nigga, but hood Rudy can leave if I want to. My fucking soul too polluted. I just pop niggas rock bumping all down your block. Northeast, west, and mid region. This is Southside party rock. Fuck with what you heard, choose what you witnessed the most. And if you see him, don't ID him. Testimonies a no. No game is tricky, stick with me. Fuck the talking, no tripping. Don't get caught up in that madness. Money motivates the pimping. Pimping wood, the pimping who? Pimping you says who? Wrecking shop up in the plot, makes it 1 2 1 2. Representing money, and those that make it. Ain't even got time for these bitch made niggas who keep player hating. The president's none that makes sense. Now I know what T. Jones me got to go out and get it, my nigga, if we gon' have shit. So ain't nothing free now, so ain't no love now. Then how we gon' make it poppin' and fucking ball? I do my do, Kaiser, so say style. You know what they say, if it don't pay, my nigga, don't fuck around. Or we bleed for cheddar cheese, dirty D's, and copy please. This must have rap game got your city under siege, you believe?
Nigga, what you represent, 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 nigga, what you represent.
Hey everybody, we are back. We are back. Welcome back to with Real Talk Dallas After Dark with Mr. 214.
Yeah, sir. Yeah, sir. Say, man, after the little interlude, man, I just love it. What you represent, making money, man. Get you some money. Everybody talking about securing the bag, you dig? So y'all let bet drop on me. I went from rich to rich to top dollar. So y'all, put that smoke on that. But what we were talking about, well, what's wrong with the state of our students, our education, our schools? Uh, we didn't say it, but nobody wants to say it. But I said, first thing happened is they took God out of school. That's the first thing that happened. I didn't say what religion you are. I didn't say who you pray to when you bow your head. I said God. See, we got so many different races and people, so everybody might have a different name for God, but everybody recognizes a God. You hear me? And
Right.
Jesus is Jesus, just for an example. It don't matter, but we took God out of our institutions. We used to, when you do the Pledge of Allegiance in the morning, we'd have a moment of silence and you could pray. Now it's against the rules for us to pray with the kids, and it's like, how can that hurt? Nobody
But
said
I got
chastise them. Nobody said put nothing down. You could be a Muslim and I could be a Christian, and we could have a moment of silence and boom, get on right back to work. And what that does is so critical. It just sets the mind. It's a mindset. Who's mad
right,
when they praying? See, whenever you start praying and giving thanks, because that's what everybody should do when they pray is give thanks, because tomorrow is not
right.
promised. If you woke up and you got another day to secure the bag, as the youngsters say, be thankful, man. Put your best foot forward. We took God
Absolutely.
out of the schools. Just like now, you saying, well, they done took discipline out of the household. Bullshit, not out of mine. Now, here's the thing.
Well, I'm
Here's
just
the thing.
talking in general,
No,
though.
no, 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 no. That's what I mean. I'm talking about what's wrong. I'm giving you an answer. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? You're exactly right. It's not there. But my problem is we act like we too scared to let the system raise the kids. See, I'd rather deal with my son now and chastise him here than for him to be a George Ford or a Michael Brown or somebody get pulled over and don't know how to respond when they get pulled over. See, a lot of times you can make it out of those situations as long as you let that little old Klansman mentality, attitude of a cop have his way. Just let him be
right.
in charge. He got the badge, you in charge. That don't make him right, and it don't make you a punk. It makes you a survivor. You got to know how to survive out here in this jungle. Because as African American, no matter what we say, how far we done came, it still ain't fair. We and
Absolutely.
we and it's double jeopardy. They killing us, we killing us. Man, we just killing us.
And
You
but
understand?
let me can I piggy go? Because that's
Yeah,
where
you can go.
I
You come
jump
on
in
in.
at.
Come on in. Come on
At
in.
the end of the day, though, I blame that on the kids. Remember when we were at the old radio station and I told you when Trayvon Martin first got murdered and we were on air and I said exactly this. Whose job is it to raise our kids? Because remember back in the days, we
Right.
were told exactly this. Our parents said, do not speak to authority. Do not give them the respect. Whether you agree with them or not, it does not matter. Give them the respect
Exactly.
and let
Exactly.
me deal with the problem.
That's
Now
right.
these
That's
kids,
right.
this PC environment, everything that we've created in school, everything that we've created all the way around has brought up an idea that they can talk whenever they feel like talking. They can say whatever they feel like saying. And they're conforming into adults who feel the same way. That there's no restriction. I have the right to say whatever I want to say. And
Well,
that's just not the truth.
Well, that's exactly what I was saying. It's similar to this. We got so many things so crooked, and that's one of them. As to where everybody and social media is a big part of the problem with this. Uh, Everybody thinks that what they got to say should be heard. We have a bunch of
Absolutely.
blabbering idiots running out here misleading the kids and telling them the wrong stuff. So,
Absolutely.
but they seeing them on TV, they seeing them on the tube. You dig what I'm saying? They hearing them on the radio. But this particular cat ain't
Absolutely.
living right. That's not a role model. That's an entertainer. That's an actor. That's an athlete. But we are with the absentee of true fatherhood in our homes on a high percentage rate. It's some there, so I don't want to make it seem like it's no dads out there doing what they need to do. I mean, we losing our kids, and nobody has enough testicles to stand up and be like, "Hey, man, this is wrong." Now we got to stop doing this. You want to know why the mentoring programs aren't working? Because the mentor programs are coming from the outside to talk to our kids on the inside. The mentors need to be
Right.
the people on the inside that the kids see every day on the block, in the gym, in the class, on the bus, at work, at Walmart. If they see you and have some type of relationship with you, then you can mentor them. But if you're too scared to go drop him off Saturday night at his house in the hood, how you gonna be his mentor? Because you never know, realize, or understand, or can accept the trauma that he go through on a daily basis. Gunfire when he go to sleep, gunfire when he waking up, drug dealing on this corner, alcoholism on this corner. Man, I'm just gonna say it. Me and my partner was talking about it, and men just need to be men, dog. We just, and I blame us. I blame the black man for not leading his family the right way. I blame the black man for not keeping his woman
Mm,
covered. It. I do, because I believe a woman
and
when
I'll
she,
take you on that one. I'll take you on that one, but also you can't really put that into that. You got to give us a break on that because here's the thing: we didn't remove ourselves from the home, did we?
well, here's the thing about that. It's not
But
that
answer
no,
that
no, no,
question,
no, but we haven't fought to get back in is the point. See,
and
listen to what I'm
and
saying.
I
What you
agree
saying?
with you on
Listen
that.
to this. Listen to this, Jay. What you saying is exactly right. We didn't do it right, but now ain't nobody. See, when we come home from being locked down and on vacation, or when we decide to finally grow up and do all that, ain't nobody trying to catch up that back child support. See, ain't nobody trying to get them white folks out of their life and get back with their wife. You understand how we are, man? Let me pay this out. We don't even want to work now. See, we ain't gonna even go get a job because they gonna take all my money anyway because I got child support. You understand? You have to fight for your family. You have to fight. You have a right and you have a duty when you have a family to fight for your family. You can fight the system for your family, but we have to quit making families so young and with people when their minds ain't fully developed. They ain't even entertained life yet. We got kids wanting to pick their gender and they ain't even went through the natural process of just maturing. You know what I mean? They could be in the 8th grade, the 10th grade, the 12th grade. You can't tell
I,
me you know nothing about your sexuality at that
and I
age because
understand
we
that,
did.
but let's go back.
Not you. I'm not
But I
talking
want to
about
go
you.
back to this.
I mean
Oh
in
no,
general. I'm talking
I
a
want to go
general
back to the
perspective.
topic that you talked about. Yeah, but I'm not disagreeing with nothing you say. You know that. But what I want to get back to is what I said about we didn't make a choice to leave. What happens when you've been separated for so long? Just as easy as it was to put you out, is not as easy to come back, right? Especially when rules
Right.
have been determined,
Well,
especially
now,
when
now, now,
the
now,
person that
now, now, see,
hold on,
now,
let me
now,
finish.
yeah.
Let me finish. Let
Uh
me
huh.
finish what I'm saying. Especially when rules have been determined and people, so where the woman was wanted to be a mom, wanted to be in the house, wanted to take care of the home, wanted to do this, they were forced to be independent, right? By the removal of us, right? Do you agree?
I'm
But
listening.
so now coming back, we have to sit back and say, whoa, okay, so now we're not in the house, now we're gone. But what does that entail? What does that entail with us, right? That entails that now we have to sit back and say, whoa, man, I want to be home, but now she don't need me. So when a man is determined that they're not needed, then they do take a, and not saying it's a great route, but they do take the route of I'm not needed there, so why would I be there? So it led us down to the road that we are. But I have to say, I see this new generation of men. I see this new generation of men that are taking care of their kids. And sometimes now I'm seeing the moms not want to be responsible. So
Well, see,
you have to pull the blame both ways.
well, here's the thing. No, no, no. See, at some point, both of them ain't head of the household. Who's head of the household?
Man. And I agree
Oh,
with you
okay.
on that.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Slow down. When I say a man needs to be a man, that's just what I mean. And you can't put that on the woman because she's a woman. She's a helpmate. Now, this is my point that I need to nail home. Men know what men are supposed to do. Damn the system. You know, you if you're a grown man, pull your damn pants up. If you are a grown man, you don't go out and get slouchy drunk in public and passing out and beating on your girl and getting into fights. No, 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 no. At a certain age, you let that go. You mature. That's a part of growing up when you're a young man and you're finding your way in the world. But when you have a family, when you have a wife and people depending on you, when you have children, which should come only out of wedlock, but they don't. But that's where they should come from. This is part of the problem. We breeding too young and we allowing the system to corrupt the seeds because they being allowed to see everything too early. Stupidity breeds stupidity. At some point, who's responsible for this family? See, you can say both of them, but somebody's the head of household. So, see, when you're the man, you want to be treated like the man. You want to be talked to like the man. You're supposed to fight for your family, tooth and nail. She may have to do things without you because you've been removed or
But
gone to the
what if I
field.
wasn't
Hold on.
but what if
You
I
might
wasn't raised like that?
no, no, no. I'm telling you what's wrong. That's what's wrong because you wasn't raised like that. A man is supposed to take care of his family. And any
Right.
man
I
that's,
agree.
hold on, listen to me. And anybody that's raised differently was raised wrong. And I'm saying that from the bottom of my heart. A man is supposed to take care of his family. And if you find fault in that, I'll listen. See, if you're not
I don't
raised
find fault in it, but I have to look at everything that you're saying, and I'm saying, great, you're right. A man is supposed to do this. A man is supposed to do that. At some point, even if you weren't raised like that, I agree. Coming from my background and what you know, coming from where I come from and what you know, I learned what you're saying. And
right.
I learned it because great people were in my life, like you, my other cousin, my brothers, my who I call my brothers. They were there to show me what a man is supposed to look like. But we have people out there that never saw it. So that's what, like you said, for I'm quoting you, punk niggas who don't who don't know it because they have yet to search for it. So they feel like I'd rather cry like a girl. I'd rather let a girl take care of me. You know, I talk about that
Hold
all
on,
the
stop,
time.
stop that, stop that, stop
Go
that.
ahead.
No, no, they not crying like a girl. They being raised by women who are emotional, so they are emotional because of the absentee of the male. Now,
Right.
what you saying all flies because you can say, well, everybody make mistakes and ain't nobody perfect. What I'm talking about is the way to fix a problem, not to band-aid it or make an excuse for how you persevered. You know how many black men and women persevered with one parent who didn't have two parent households? That's not an excuse to fail because you had one parent. I'm talking about the structure and the mindset of the man. See, we don't raise men to be husbands, and they don't raise women. They don't raise daughters to be wives. You understand? They
Right.
they're just not raised that way. The girl used to be the prize. She used to be the value. Now they'll just tell you. Now they walk up to you, say, "Let me get that." You be like,
So I
"Huh?"
do want to read. I do want to read one. I do want to read one comment that just came through for you.
Yes,
Uh,
sir.
Kenneth Walton, appreciate you
Yes, sir.
tuning in. He said, "That's the power of the church. Men must return to the church and to the Lord Jesus Christ, and show the women, their wife, that they're making the changes to get where they need to be." And I absolutely agree with him on that.
No doubt, no doubt, no doubt. We talked about church. We talked about the foundation. We talked about the if God has to be the head of your household and your life off the muscle. But in order for these problems that we complain about as African Americans to get any better, you got to have God in your house. You got to have
Exactly.
Him in your house, and you must teach our boys to be men. And when I say men, men don't dye their hair. Men don't wear makeup. No, men don't wear makeup.
At
Men don't
all.
wear dress. No, men don't wear dress. I'm just telling you the truth. What a real man don't do. A
Right.
real man ain't beating up his wife because she feel differently than he feel, or she want to do something different. See, the problem with we have to build a relation to be in a relationship. Again, they go out to the club, have sex the first night. Next night they hang out together. Oh, that's his girl. They now all of a sudden they together every day. They ain't even had time to get to know each other.
It's
They ain't
no more
even did
dating, right?
what they
It's no
don't
more
experience.
courting. It's no more
No, it's
courting.
no more. It's nothing of that. You know now. Well, you know they show you everything off the muscle. Uh, so they do. They do.
Hey, Instagram made it bad in this dating world because now we.
Yeah.
So let me
Yeah.
ask you this though. So when you now that we're on this subject, we're raising young men that are chasing superficial, right? They see what they see on Instagram, they see what they see on TikTok. OnlyFans, lo and behold, what they pay for on that. So they deem themselves as I can't I gotta bow down because this is what the world says we have to do now that they have pushed a narrative of women being so independent, correct? So now most of these young men they don't know a direction, like you said, because nobody showed them. Nobody took them by the arm and said, "Hey man, a man don't do this." I tell my nephews all the time, y'all, whoever's on here, I apologize if you take this any kind of way, real talk. But those suits that have the high ankles, that's called capris. And only women used to wear those. Now all of a sudden we have made it normal for men to wear them and it looks weird to me. But I get talked about it being weird because I don't want to wear a suit like that.
Well, you know, I'll piggyback on that. What's with the man purse? When did men start having
Right,
purse with the capris on? Now on top of the capris, on top of the man purse, they probably sagging with the suit on. And then when you get to the top of their head, now they done dyed their hair.
right.
Now these are
I
all things. These are all things that are female. That's what females do. And for
and
us
Kenneth,
to, hmm,
and Mr. Walton, I do want to say we do see your quote. I do agree with you. Let me read his final quote because I don't want him to think we love this interaction. So please, guys, interact with us. A man can't do it on his own because if he could, the relationship wouldn't be broken, right? And I agree with him on that. So we must turn to the one, the Lord Jesus Christ, who knows how to fix the problem. And that's where we're ultimately getting to, right? There's something missing, right? Like what you said, they took Christ out of church, they took the prayer out, they took the Bible out. Now we have schools fighting to pull it back in because they understand that there's something missing.
right, right. Well, you know, now that's the most critical point of life. We talking about school, but God is the most critical point in life. You understand? In life, I'm talking about two men, a man and a woman, get together,
Right,
allowing themselves time to get to know each other without rushing to go have kids and start a family. And then 2 years later, they're not together. 5 years later, they're not together. It's because they didn't know each other to begin with. They were physically attracted, but they never took time to sit down and act civilized instead of like some heathens in heat and be like, hey, has anybody ever told our teenagers and our youngsters, you know, you can have sex without having kids?
right.
Has anybody ever dropped that dime on them? Hey, you don't have to have kids because you know you want to have sex. And you shouldn't be having sex out of wedlock, but you sure don't need to be having kids if you ain't gonna be married.
Right.
Who gonna take care of these kids? Who is gonna be responsible for these kids? Children need seeing about 24/7, not just when it's convenient for you. And I say this because we need to say farewell to welfare, because this crippling and this system and the way it's designed. Did you know how many black people gonna cut my head off for saying let welfare go? But it's handicapping us. We got a whole generation of people throughout America sitting around once a month waiting on some stamps and a tax break to stay in a house that they can't stand, next to a
That is
neighbor
true.
that don't like them, next to a neighbor that don't like them or respect them neither.
And that is true. And I just want to say to our Facebook listeners, we do know you guys are there. Just understand that Facebook doesn't allow the comments to come over to our platform. So we do apologize. You do have a couple of follow up on my Facebook page that we're going to get to after we get done with the show so we can address those too. We thank you guys for coming over. Man, I love the topic top, but you know what time it is. It's time to pay some bills for a second. I got
Let's
the big
do it.
chicken commercial. So you guys sit back, come back to us. Got a small break we got to take. We got to pay some bills. That's just what it is. Let's roll
Yeah.
with it.
Chicken restaurant opens in Fort Worth this week. The grand opening is set for Tuesday. It'll feature everything from fried chicken to Cheez-It crusted mac and cheese. Shacks will be opening at 35 at Heritage Trace Parkway. The first 34 people in line on opening day will get free food and free drinks for a year.
I ain't no motherfucking dope dealer, dope dealer. I'm a rapper that hustle and chop it up and hit your block with it. Call me the top dollar, top dollar. And I want every motherfucking dollar. Keep the game and right about how I got it. I got big work, I got big faces. I done been around the block, I done seen places. I'm the big boss type, name brand nigga. With big nuts and I'm known to fuck around nigga.
Welcome to Top Metropolis, the home of Sudan. I'm your host, I'm Topodopolis. My peeps call me Squilla Man. Born and raised the dirty, known for pushing pounds and burden. Clown when it's necessary. Real mics to the damn bird. I'm from the south side of town, where we go getters. Gold grills, Cadillacs and bills, and we boy now nigga. Home of that one hit a quitter, day chopping, popping collar, nigga. Serve, drinking money, making head, busting lyrics spitter. The ultimate game is chess. The ultimate fee is death. The ultimate nigga top dollar. My name speaks for itself. Practice my telekinesis, right? My thesis drop this hip hop and sequel. Magalicious, I'm at nutrition, magnificent, lethal. Listen up, I got some free games. Say no, not really. Cause it cost me like a motherfucker. Y'all gon' feel it. The top spot, I'm top notches. Be the top of 10. Stepchild records, fighting 5. It ain't bullshit.
I ain't no motherfucking dope dealer, dope dealer. I'm a rapper that hustle and chop it up and hit your block with it. Call me the top dollar, top dollar. And I want every motherfucking dollar. Keep the game and right about how I got it. I got big work, I got big faces. I done been around the block, I done seen places. I'm the big boss type, name brand nigga. With big nuts and I'm known to fuck around nigga.
Now that Jay-Z done retired, these boys in the game, they shook. They thought the spot was open competition. Playboy, the spot I already took. My flight I already booked. Since Pop wanna be nice. Crushing boys, albums with hooks already. These cats acting like raws. They claim MCs, but they frauds. These niggas act like since they can rap, they gon' blow up and ball. You got cats producing beats and up front, wanting they bread. It's a process out of down, picking them hard out the gate. My tickets, marketing promotion. See, vinyl is essential. Barcode with the tax ID now with posters. 8x10 promo pictures out the coordinated album. Nigga, I put 5 in these streets. Spinning 4 groups, had 9 producers, dog. Plus I don't make beats. Next level of the game. See, I need points in publishing, production deals. Tool set up with videos, crushing shit. In-house producers, screwed and chop. Down in Houston, beat the block up to build my stock up. Y'all can suck my
I ain't
dick
no
to be true.
motherfucking dope dealer, dope dealer. I'm a rapper that hustle and chop it up and hit your block with it. Call me the top dollar, top dollar. And I want every motherfucking dollar. Keep the game and I got big faces. I done been around the block, I done seen places. I'm the big boss type, name brand nigga. With big nuts and I'm known to fuck around nigga.
These label labels be shifty, I swear I ain't never seen nothing like it. Fucking these boys up with no Vaseline and making them like it. For sure, that's why I keep it gutter. Guilty by affiliation, fucking. Standing independent, penny a minute, forever hustling. Hurting the slab, head of the lab, it's the Squiller man. Squiller man, I move to work, I don't do the perk. Stick to the plan, stick to the thing. Like I just won a Grammy. Smoking on this gang, I keep a boosted bop for dating, chopping these hoes, call me daddy. Damn. No commercials, no videos, no BT. No BT. But every corner store, pool hall, barbershop, liquor store, y'all see me out the trunk around the clock. Got every penny looking down. What? Never ride this motherfucker until the wheels fall off. Buy me some just for men, keep some starch in my pants. The living legend, the top of Texas, I'm back again. See, let me tell it, I'm the coldest. What that working, I just sold it. What that sticky egg is all up in me, I
ain't no motherfucking dope dealer, dope dealer. I'm a rapper that hustle and chop it up and hit your block with it. Call me the top dollar, top dollar. And I want every motherfucking.
Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back.
Welcome
We
back.
thank you guys, everybody, for just coming, being part of what All right, man. What's up? What's up? What's up? So before we get started, I just want to read some of the comments from our Facebook people, guys. They've been having some good topics. We're just not able to see their quotes like we do if you're coming from YouTube. Um, so one of the things that she brought up top that I was trying to read to you on our green room, um, said God never gave a woman the vision. It was given to the man. James 19 says to be quick to listen and slow to speak. If a man is leading his wife, a as Christ's words say, right? And then she also came back on our topic where we said, but if she said, but if you didn't have the blueprint growing up, um, how can you hold that child accountable for something parents didn't teach them? Basically, is what she stated.
Okay. I appreciate the councilwoman from Fort Worth chiming in, and I would respond to her saying, well, how do you hold a child? Say, for instance, you grew up in a house without a father, right? And
Right,
your mom raised you, or your auntie or your granny, whoever. How can I hold you responsible for growing up and having kids and not being a father? Because you know what it feel like for your father not to be there. See, as a man, that woman, that emotion, that part that we feel, you know what it felt like for your dad not to play catch with you. You know what it felt like for your dad not to take you to get a haircut. You know what it felt like for one of your teachers or uncles to have to show you how to tie a tie because your dad wasn't there. So as we mature, we supposed to understand and grow into our essence as full men. And you got to provide what you didn't have because you know what they need because you didn't get it. You know how it feels. For those that had it, they supposed to follow the example. For those that didn't, they supposed to be the example. We can't no longer allow our men to not be men. We must lead our families. We must get back to Christ, get back in church, get back on point, man. And the only way we can do that is to slow down with our little head and to start materializing what we're doing with our big head.
right,
You understand? And
exactly.
that means that's how you hold somebody responsible because they know, Jason. See, you
Yeah,
know, if you've been through the struggle, this is the reason why I moved where I moved. I didn't want my daughter to go through the struggle. I didn't want my kids to go through the struggle. They
well, you
not
know
too
me.
good to go through the
If you
struggle,
if
but
you know me, you know that's the reason why when I stayed in Dallas, wherever I stay out of the hood. I move far out.
oh no, no.
And
My thing is, I'm all hood. I'm straight hood. You hear what I'm? No, I'm straight hood. But
so
the
am
thing
I.
is, it's the progression in life. See, if I'm gonna stay in the hood, I need to buy up the hood. See, I
Right,
need to buy up them real estate, them blank houses, them empty houses, and start putting things there. You know, resources that'll bring money and also help the community at the same time. They can be halfway houses. They can be houses for drug addicts. They can be, so many retirement houses for old people, so many different ways. But you're generating revenue. You're owning property which never leaves,
right,
which is what makes you a power broker in this country. Is the land you're standing on.
exactly.
We have to we got to quit making excuses saying, well, they didn't know, so how can you blame them? No, it's not that they didn't know, but at some point you did. See, at some point you do, and when you know better, you do better. That's such an old cliche. I was born that night, but not last night. You feel me? We got to let the excuses go and start being solution oriented. Everything
Right.
that y'all brought up are very valid points. It's hard to, well, it's impossible to do anything right without the Lord. It's impossible to lead a woman if you going the wrong way. It's
Right.
impossible to be a man of two households. It's impossible to raise children separate while the parents are mad at each other. See, if y'all got a good understanding, then you can co-parent. And that comes from being mature people who done went through something and outgrew each other, not people who got into something too early who wasn't mature enough to understand what they were getting into. Because when you're young, you think that's love. And girls think that, okay, if I have a baby by him, we're going to be there forever. And the worst thing that we did was start saying, oh, that's just my baby mama. Oh, that's just my baby daddy. That's one of the worst things that we allowed to happen throughout the genre of hip hop. A few things
That's
that
true.
happen that I disagree with, but that particular phrase, to where now that's not my old lady, that's not my girl. Oh no, that's just my baby mama. Well,
Right.
if you got all these baby mamas, who taking care of them? Who raising them? Now, if they all getting assistance from the system, this is how you get removed. But how can you have a baby mama over here, a baby mama over here, and be the head of both households? It's just so incredibly hard, guys. And we do the impossible. Black people do the impossible. Do you know how many sisters done raise families by themselves and work 2 and 3 jobs for? Sometimes the husband get locked up, and we came through a generation where you could get locked up just for being black. A lot of times you get locked up and you catch a case and you didn't do nothing. You got so many cases of Emmett Tills and stuff like that to where he didn't even do nothing. But after the fact, it don't change that those kids are raised without a father. But those women have done such a remarkable job of raising our kids and doing the best that they can to where they done really gave up on us because it's taking us too long to bounce back as men, dog. See, I can get knocked down, but if I don't get knocked out, I'm getting back up. It's a boy thing. I'm not gonna
Absolutely.
go over in the phone and curl up and say, "Oh man, it's too hard." Well, damn, it's hard for everybody. See, the
Right.
thing people get twisted, and I'm gonna say this. Let me put this out there: as people say, "Okay, well, because I'm a Christian or because I'm saved and because I love the Lord, well, God gonna bless me with all this material stuff." That's not the way that I understood the story throughout the generations and the way I done gathered my knowledge of all the scriptures. We were promised eternal life. Look what they done to Jesus when he was here for an example. They watched him heal the blind, the sick. He fed the hungry. I mean, he raised the dead. That lady was bothering him. He told her, move the rock, and told Lazarus, man, get up and come out here. This girl getting on my nerve with her emotional self. You
Right.
feel me? And look what
Right.
they did to him. Lolook what they did to him. You hear
One of
me?
the
They,
Yep,
they
one of
made
the
him carry his own crucifix up on Calvary, man. He had a crown of thorns on his head. And
you
these are the
touching
things but they witnessed miracles.
you
Now we are removed. See, now everybody wants to see the miracle. You got a certain fashion of nuts to say, I don't believe in God. Why can you not believe in God? When you can wave your hand in your face and feel that air, but you can't stop breathing or you're going to die, hold your breath. Go on, peoples. We don't need nobody to prove that.
We have
But
we have a real good thing, man. They loving what you're doing. I'm just telling you this because I want you to understand. I'm watching and monitoring the chats as we're going, and they're
yes, sir.
actually everybody's engaging. So I want to read some of their engaging about what you're saying.
Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead,
There,
go ahead.
so one person, Miss James, did state that I absolutely agree, but some as they grown, some as they've grown up and with a criminal record, created as a teen to a young adult, which makes it hard for to being a parent and unable to get a job or to be able to provide. I want to answer this one top if you allow me to. So
Go ahead, buddy.
one
Go
of the
ahead.
things that I'm going to say on that is you're absolutely right. I would agree with you if this would have been 2002 or 2004. In this day and age, if you have a criminal record, you are more likely to get a job before someone who doesn't. And let me tell you why. Because of the tax break that the companies are now getting for hiring ex felons or ex criminals. The reason that what Top is saying as far as the men walking away from their family, not getting a job, not doing these things, is because we live in a world now where most men are just lazy. I can give you, and I think Top, we're the same on this one. I can give you a handload of guys that are capable of work, but rather for their wives to work, rather for their
Right.
rather sit at home and play the video game because they fallen
Right.
into this
That part.
concept
That
that if I
part.
learn the game, then I can make my money. So it goes back to what we were saying about we've evolved into a lazy,
That. That.
wanted easy.
That's it.
You don't want to get out and break the dirt or break the ground. When I was going through foster care, I worked two, three jobs when I had my son just so that I can show him that you got to get up and work.
If you don't
Nothing
work, you don't
comes
eat.
easy. But we social media has made it to a point to where these men, these young men, these little boys, they feel like, and then you see them grow into the older men that don't have respect for women, that don't do this. They feel like, I tell people when I date them immediately, if I shouldn't be in the mirror longer than you. It shouldn't take me
Hey,
longer to get dressed than it does you.
we used to, yeah, you remember when we used to go to the girl house and you have to wait on them because it's taking them so long. Oh man. But
Right.
let me say this. Let me say this. Now, what you were saying in the beginning. The thing about the absentee is we have to hold ourselves accountable. See, we understand what done went wrong. Okay. I want everybody to say we all agree on the problem. How do we fix it, guys? How do we fix this? Well, the first thing we got to do is get on our knees and pray. And if
If
we ask for
absolutely,
guidance, it'll come. See, it's power in prayer. Now,
absolutely.
people, a lot of the churches are corrupt, but that don't mean all churches are corrupt. So what you have to do is be a pray. You pray and you ask God, and He send you certain ways. So I had this saying, and I've always used it. I always say, "Well, Jesus got me spoiled." And they say, "What you mean?" And they say, "What you mean, Top?" Is like, man, my whole life I just been spoiled. I don't know how to explain it to y'all. I ain't never had nothing and then had more money than the law a lot, 3, 4 times. He sent me an angel to protect me every time. So I can't never say it's not real for me. And if my wife will tell you, this. My mom will tell you this.
Right?
I don't
Man
put
said
nothing.
you man said you're preaching a good sermon, bro.
No, 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 no.
I know.
I don't want
I
to
know.
preach because we
Yeah.
talking about subjects, and I
We talking
appreciate you, man.
yeah. We
Yeah,
talking
but
real
this is
talk.
real talk. This is Dallas After Dark. See, I'm telling y'all that the men are responsible for the situation that we're going through, and we got to lead our families out of it. We know where they at. We know all the struggles that the woman and the man both have trying to make it. We understand the shortcomings, and you say, well, can they do this or can they do that? Do you realize you can get out the penitentiary and go get some CDLs and make $100,000 a year
Yep.
off the muscle, off the cello muscle? You can do 15, 20 years in the penitentiary. Go get you some CDLs, boom. If you ain't smoking and you can pass a drug test, you can go get you a job working for JB Hunt or somebody, Amazon, and make 100 racks a year. Fresh out the
Absolutely.
penitentiary. Now, what sister on welfare wouldn't let you come home with that?
Right.
And the trucking companies will pay for it. So I don't want to hear, I don't have money to go. They'll pay for you to go. But you got to have a plan when you're in there. You can't be down there being a booty hole bandit and listening to everybody who done all these different crimes and they fail because they got caught. They down there with you in the penitentiary telling you about they hustle and how good they had it, but they in there with you. Why not listen to the cat that's in the free world with that same money?
Right.
Why not go to other avenues? That's what I mean when I say we failing these boys because we're not telling them the real. We telling them the war stories, the good side of being a drug dealer, but they ain't seeing mom on drugs, sister on drugs. They got this disease. They got this disease from shooting needles, from having unprotected sex. We don't show them and talk about these things. I would imagine my partner had a song that say my tie hole got screens in it, my cup got lean in it, and admit it or not, every family got a fiend in it. It's the same way with these
Right.
problems that we talking about with these boys, man. We got to protect our kids. We got women. Quit letting everybody keep your kids. If you want to know why these boys is growing up fuddy duddy and fair, just because somebody done something. It's just unnatural. And we cover it up,
Absolutely.
and it's a big thing in the black community. It's the same way with our girls. Protect your kids, man, because we don't talk about the traumas and tragedies that happen to us. We try to hold it in, and when you cut the computer on, when you cut the TV on, when you walk outside, they say, "Oh no, it's okay. Oh yeah, that's good." At the Olympics, they had transgenders dancing like the girls couldn't dance. I don't have a problem with transgenders, but what
Right.
are you? Why they don't have a transgender Olympics? Why did the boy want to be a
Right.
girl,
I
got to
agree.
race with the girls, beat girls? Now, the girl that would have been first is second, the girl that would have been second is third, and the girl that was third that could have got a medal, that could have got a scholarship, she lose it because the boy entered the race because he felt like a girl. See, some things that we act like we too scared
Right.
to address. No, that's just wrong. But we can have a transgender Olympic if you want one. All the boys want to be girls, line up. Y'all race. All the girls that want to be boys, line up. Y'all race. No, we can do that. But in order to be fair, man, and not hurt nobody, you got to understand we as men are responsible for our homes not being back together. People ask me, say, man, well, this, and this happened. This, has happened. Well, I don't believe in divorce. But I told my wife when we got married, I don't believe in divorce. She my everything.
No,
Like Biggie said, we cry together, we lie together. I swear to God, I hope we die together. Me and my old lady. You hear?
exactly. So
We
that's what we
my
talk
ride or
about. But
die. My ride or die. You hear me? So when people say, well,
we have those conversations all the
oh,
time.
no,
We
no doubt.
have
I'm
those
talking
type
to
of
the
conversations.
public in
Yeah.
general about a
Yeah.
problem that we have when I say our kids. What's
Yeah.
wrong? What's the critical piece that's missing? You understand? We
Yeah.
got to get back to giving them boys honest and real love. And we got to get back to getting these pedophiles away from our kids and allowing them to grow up and be kids, man. Don't start
Right.
that BS like, oh yeah, well this happened. No, no, y'all know your Uncle Bubba was in there with that girl. Y'all know Chester was down there behind that tree on the tractor with that boy. That y'all know, but don't
Right.
say nothing now. No, and
And we
it's
always
messing up their
and that's
mindsets.
and
It's
that's the thing that we need to start doing in our community. We need to
right,
talk
is
about these
addressing it.
things
Now we need
because
to address it, man. We need,
yeah.
and I ain't gonna say go lay on the couch and talk to a shrink, but you need to talk to somebody when you've been traumatized. And it's a bunch of different people in different ways you can reach out. You have to find the person that loves you, and you know love from bullshit. And all kids do. That's why you can hold a baby, and if you really don't want to hold that baby will let you know. If you really are not, if you don't like kids, that kid don't like you. Kids
Right.
know if you. That's the same way with students. Students know if a teacher really is concerned about them learning or not. The missing piece is they not held accountable for learning. They don't
Right.
have to learn. We give them everything. We give them the Chromebooks. We give them the backpacks. We give them the lesson plan. We give them the answers. They don't even write in cursive no more. They can't even sign their signature. They can tell me, a boy can tell me he want to be a girl, and a girl can tell me that she want to be a boy, but they can't learn to write in cursive.
Right.
To sign their signature. Now, what made that too hard?
It's not so let's talk about that because that's one of the things that I discussed too. They don't show them writing because now where everything is digital. Everything is you don't have to know how to spell anymore. That's why I had a teacher tell me the other day that they told the whole school that we no longer have to take spelling tests. I'm like, why?
Right.
And they're like, because at the end of the day, they have their phone, they have their we are grooming. This next generation is going to be so dumb that if it fails, if we were to agree it was a breakdown right now, they wouldn't know what to do. And I feel like the powers that be are planning it to be that way because they
Oh,
want to
well, no
regain
doubt,
power.
no doubt. No, well, no doubt. See, nothing happens without a plan. And in this country, they strategic. They population control. They do the whole nine. Just look at our presidential candidates. But we'll go into that in a minute. But we have so much going on to where if we don't hurry up, man, and get a hold of our families and start raising men to be men, there will be no more nothing. No more nothing. Two men, two women,
Absolutely.
2 men, 2 women. I mean, I love everybody, but we're not gonna populate the earth like that. We're not gonna keep it populated like that. And we must be natural in order to go forward. We must be natural in order to be godly like. We must be natural to do what he said do. Be fruitful, go forth and multiply.
Right.
And that means do the right things. That means your woman is a helpmate. You don't stay with her. She don't pay all your bills. Yeah, and she got to pay everything, and you laying up playing the PlayStation, and you want to keep the kids. See, now you want to switch the roles, but you still want her to treat you as the man. These are some of the reasons why we lose our women's respect. Is because even when we down, we throw in the towel real quick. And it's always been hard for the black man. They've
Right.
always hired the black woman over the black man in corporate America and on jobs. They're quick to give up. That's why we always had our own thing. We used to do the concrete. We used to do the roofing, the construction, and the drywalling. That used to be what the black men did. The yard work and the landscape. And that's what they had to do because jobs were few in between unless you come from the military and had a specific skill. Now it done fast forwarded to where, like you said with that, now they don't have to learn how to sign
Exactly.
their name because of AI. That don't make sense to me. I just said sign your name. I didn't say write a paragraph.
Right.
I didn't say write a book. I didn't say do no silhouette. Sign your damn name. What's your name, man? Who are you? Just
Right.
a signature. And your signature, see if I write it,
Absolutely.
if I print it, a bunch of people can print it the same. But don't, no two people have the same signature. Your signature is your signature. It's like
Absolutely.
a thumbprint. Not you. I'm talking in general. Quit thinking I'm talking to you. I'm talking to the public, Jay.
No, I'm saying absolutely because
And,
I didn't say you. I'm just saying absolutely.
and but I'm just
All I'm doing is agreeing with you.
yeah, and it drives me crazy that every time you come up with a problem and you give them a solution, right now, everybody oh no, but it happened cause of this. Okay, now how do we fix it? Oh yeah, well they doing this cause of this. Okay, well how do we fix it? And every time it comes time to fix it, oh, the church stuff. We start playing musical chairs then, see. Everybody want to run around the church and try to sit down. Nope. I challenge every black man to look in the mirror and tell themselves the truth. Are they doing the best that they can do to be the best man that they can be? The
Right.
best man. You have an obligation to yourself and to your family, man, to fight for your family, to provide for your family, to do for your family. And if you're not doing that, you're not living up to your expectations and your responsibilities. No matter how
So
you were
give me a
raised,
def. So
oh,
let's do this. I want you of what it means to be a man. There has to be a baseline to go from.
it's a certain level of maturity. It's a provide and protect. It's not hard. Provide and protect. Love unconditionally, provide and protect. That's what a man does. If you take those three values and you put it under God's tree, it works.
Okay.
That's what a
That
man is.
that
A man, like I say, a man don't get drunk and jump on his wife and hit all on it. I'm the man. You ain't got to do that. I can tell my wife to come here and she gonna come here. I ain't got to hit her. Ain't nothing because she know me and I know her. We grew up, dated, courted. You understand? They don't
I
do it
do.
and it's lost. And we must put this back. The responsibility is on the parents for these kids, man, first of all, because I'm getting ready to go into another subject. But the responsibility for a lack of education in these schools, the responsibility falls on the parents because they need to set an expectation at home. Don't just let your kids get out of school and go in the room and play the game. You go get some chicken or a pizza or some burger and fries. They come get what they're going to get to eat and then go back in the room playing the game. You don't spend 1 hour talking to your kids saying, hey, how was your day? Did you learn anything today?
Right.
Tell me what you need. If you're a senior, when is graduation? When is senior day? When is your prom? When is like South Dallas Super Bowl coming up? That's where Madison High School plays the legendary Lincoln High School on the island that's better known as sunny South Dallas. You understand me? We don't even talk to our kids. And I mean as a public. I don't mean me and you. You have to have conversations with your kids on a regular. Then little Bobby won't be up at the school killing everybody, and you like, I didn't know what he was doing. Well, if you had a one in the garage a
Right.
couple of times, you might have saw him putting that AR together. If you had paid
All right,
attention
we're
to
gonna
your bank statement or your mail, you might have saw them charges on there. But we
absolutely.
let the TVs and the games raise them, Fortnite and Grand Theft Auto and all this crap, and we ain't paying attention to our kids. They don't value life. They on the games, playing the games. So in real life, they killing and shooting. They don't even realize ain't no coming back from that in real life. They can
All
reboot
right,
the
man.
game every time they come home. They cut it back on. That same little character there. Here we go again. In real life, it don't happen like that. And people
Right. On
think,
that note, man, we're gonna take it into this commercial to give the little viewers a great. We have some great topics, great feedback, guys. I
okay,
appreciate everything y'all doing, but we're gonna go and pay some bills right now. All right.
let's do it.
They say you're better safe than sorry.
That's a wrap.
You can't reinvent the wheel. Curiosity killed the cat. They say take the path of least resistance and leave well enough alone. They say a lot of things. In 1953, they said our whiskey recipe tasted perfectly fine. So we burned it and made it better. Maker's Mark. Make your mark.
I ain't no motherfucking dope dealer, dope dealer. I'm a rapper that hustle and chop it up and hit your block with it. Call me the top dollar, top dollar. And I want every motherfucking dollar. Keep the game and right about how I got it. I got big work, I got big faces. I done been around the block, I done seen places. I'm the big boss type, name brand nigga. With big nuts and I'm known to fuck around nigga.
Welcome to Top Metropolis, the home of Sudan. I'm your host, I'm Topodopolis. My peeps call me Squiller Man. Born and raised the dirty, known for pushing pounds and birdies. Clown when it's necessary. Real mics to the damn bird. I'm from the south side of town, where we be go-getters. Gold grills, Cadillacs and bills, and we boy now nigga. Home of that one hit a quitter. They chopping, popping collar, nigga. Serve, drinking money, making head, busting lyrics spitter. The ultimate game is chess. The ultimate fee is death. The ultimate nigga top dollar. My name speaks for itself. Practice my telekinesis, write my thesis, drop this hip hop and sequel. Magalicious, I'm at nutrition, magnificent, lethal. Listen up, I got some free games. Say no, not really. Cause it cost me like a motherfucker. Y'all gon' feel it. The top spot, I'm top notches. Be the top of Texas. Stepchild Records, fighting 5. It ain't bullshit.
I ain't no motherfucking dope dealer, dope dealer. I'm a rapper that hustle and chop it up and hit your block with it. Call me the top dollar, top dollar. And I want every motherfucking dollar. Keep the game and right about how I got it. I got big work, I got big faces. I done been around the block, I done seen places. I'm the big boss type, name brand nigga. With big nuts and I'm known to fuck around nigga.
Now that Jay-Z done retired, these boys in the game, they shook. They thought the spot was open competition. Playboy, the spot I already took. My flight I already booked. Since Pop wanna be nice. Crushing boys, albums with hooks already. These cats acting like raw. They claim MCs, but they fraud. These niggas act like since they can rap, they gon' blow up and ball. You got cats producing beats and up front, wanting they bread. It's a process, y'all done picking them hard out the gate. My thick is marketing promotions. See, vinyl is essential. Barcode with the tax ID numbers, posters. 8x10 promo pictures out the coordinated album. Nigga, I put 5 in these streets. But the 4 groups had 9 producers, dog. Plus I don't make beats. Next level of the game. See, I need points in publishing, production deals. Tools set up with videos, crushing shit. In-house producers, screwed and chop. Down in Houston, beat the block up to build my stock up. Y'all can suck my
I ain't
dick
no
to be true.
motherfucking dope dealer, dope dealer. I'm a rapper that hustle and chop it up and hit your block with it. Call me the top dollar, top dollar. And I want every motherfucking dollar. Keep the game and right about how I got it. I got big work, I got big faces. I done been around the block, I done seen places. I'm the big boss type, name brand nigga. With big nuts and I'm known to fuck around nigga.
These labels be shifty, I swear I ain't never seen nothing like it. Fucking these boys over with no Vaseline and making them like it. For sure, that's why I keep it gutter. Guilty by affiliation, fuck 'em. Stand independent, penny a minute, forever hustling. Hurting the slab, head of the lab, it's the Squiller man. I move to work, I don't do the perks, stick to the plan, like I just won a Grammy. Smoking on this gang, I keep a boosted bar for dating, chopper these hoes call me daddy. No commercials, no videos, no BT. But every corner store, pool hall, barbershop, liquor store, y'all see me out the trunk around the clock. Got every penny looking down, what, Sam ride this motherfucker until the wheels fall off. Buy me some just for me and keep some starch in my pants. The living legend, the top of text, I'm back again. DME telling I'm the coldest. What it working, I just sold it. What that sticky egg is all up in me, I
ain't no motherfucking dope dealer. I'm a rapper that hustle and chop it up and hit your block with it. Call me the top dollar. And I want every motherfucking dollar. Keep the game and right about how I got it. I got big work, I got big faces. I done been around the block, I done seen places. I'm the big boss type, name brand nigga.
All right, guys, we are back. Thank you guys for staying tuned in. Man, Top, I gotta say, man, this first show for us to launch on the first and to have a show like this to open up our opening week, man, I'm just saying, hey, I love it. If you haven't checked out nostalgiaradio.com online, nostalgiaradio.online, you need to go check it out. We got some of the best music, some of the best things. As you guys can see, we got shows. So it's not just the radio, it's about the podcast. We're a group of young men that actually said we want to change the way that music interprets our environment, man. I'm going to let you go on and close out this part. And you're getting a lot of great feedback. I hope you know that.
Okay, guys, I appreciate everything. And I just really want to close it out saying, man, we know better. We must do better. And I hold us accountable for us. And once we get together and hold ourselves accountable, not your next door neighbor, the person up the street, the person in the mirror, we'll collectively, gradually, it'll work. But as long as we're expecting everybody else to address our issues because of the welfare, because you can go get this free and you can go do that, get off your ass and go accomplish whatever you want. It's free world. You're not locked up no more, man. So you're in the free world, do free world things. So I'm going to close that topic out. Now, and I also want to say thank everybody for their comments. I appreciated everything. I mean, I really do. And y'all heard some of the music and stuff, and it's years and years of music, and I'll pick the
I'll let them
playlist.
know that it was your music.
Yeah, it's my music, and I will pick the playlist a little more diligently as we go forward. I have a whole library of stuff, so don't get it twisted. I got something for you because I done did that. But my next subject is gonna be nepotism. I watched a situation in the NBA where a guy's son got drafted, talking about the Kane. And everybody threw a fit saying, well, the Lakers are bumbleheads because, they wasting a pick on LeBron's son and this, that, and another. And everybody coming down on Bronny. He don't even look like an NBA player. He ain't got that right. He taking that spot from another kid who deserving of it. And if you look at that side, you can say, yeah, in a normal, fair world, but where is the world fair? And why
Right.
does nepotism not exist? I mean, you can just have example after example after example in the NFL. The man that's coaching the 49ers is using his daddy offense. He didn't deserve that job when he got it, them Shanahan. That's his daddy offense. He don't know offense. He know his daddy offense. Look at
Right.
all Buddy Ryan and all his buddy and Phillips and Wade Phillips and his dad and them. Look at Belichick's son. He put him on the coaching staff. Boy, don't know his left foot from his right. In life, this is not saying nothing, none of that's wrong. In life, if you have a child and you are a professional and your child is grown and you're trying to show them the way of the world, as a parent now, the best thing that I can do is show them what I know best, which is probably what I do every day. So if I can walk you into a job and give you the cheat sheet, yeah, I'm
Right.
gonna do it. That's my
As
seed.
you
I
should.
think that you want them to succeed. And it just kills me when people act like nepotism just is not true. It's no different than somebody, I ain't gonna say no names, but a music mogul take his son and go get a ghostwriter and he write the boy some lyrics and go get somebody else to make him a beat. And then they rehearse and rehearse and rehearse and then he make a hit. Is that not a form of nepotism?
Right.
He teaching him the game, showing him how to do something, showing him the avenues to getting revenue, the in an honest way. I don't mean something that's diabolical. I'm talking about a genuine corporate America. How many people, dad is a doctor and they a doctor, mom is a lawyer and they a lawyer. They didn't pay for that with food stamps.
Right.
They trying to show their kids the best way that they know how to survive. And each generation is supposed to push the envelope a little farther than the others. So, in other words, if I'm a doctor and I bring my son up and now he want to be a doctor, well, I'm teaching him to have his own practice, not just work for the hospital. See, I'm teaching him to expand that game, to take it to the next level. Because the
But it's
doctor,
okay.
yeah,
But
go
that's
ahead.
what I'm. But what you're saying is it's okay to do it. In every culture, they do it except for ours. We're the only ones that's complaining that
Right,
it's a problem.
right,
Only
right.
culture that is complaining that it's an issue because if like I said, like you said, my dad was a lawyer. You think he didn't teach us the law books? We might have, me and my brother might have went in other directions, but
That's
he
right.
that we understood how to run the law firm once he was gone.
That's right.
Made
Well,
sure that we understood how to expand off the brand. I went a different direction because I wanted to own my own.
no
But
doubt.
I, when I first went to college, my first walk was to be a lawyer.
Right. And I'm just saying nepotism is so real. Imagine, think about this. Everybody's first job is normally because of a friend they got work at a Burger King or a McDonald's, and they go up there and they say, "Hey man, my supervisor, Mr. Lance is hiring." And then you come up there after school while I'm at work, and he say, "Hey, woo, woo, woo. Well, who is your reference?" "Oh, well, I use Mr. 214 as a reference." And then he gonna say, "Do you know him? How long do you know him?" Now, that's a form of nepotism. If I'm getting you hired. You didn't do that on your own merit with a resume, just point blank blank. It's hard in these times. Every job that's open probably get 1,000 applications. So
Right,
how do they pull the applicant that they're gonna hire? It's from family out, not from out in. If you have a job, if I got a job and I'm hiring, normally you're gonna look inside out except for in our community. We act like it's something wrong with it. And I can say it's hard to work with your own people when you have African American descent and you didn't come from any kind of trauma or above poverty living. It's hard to teach these Negroes how to honor themselves, for their word to be bond, how to show up on time, how to be respectful and you'll be respected, how to stand up straight. It's hard to teach these Negroes how not to come to work high and drunk. It's so hard, Jay.
right.
And this is why you get the kickback to say, well, now I don't even want to hire mine. Think about how many black people own companies and won't even hire their own people.
I'm one of them.
See?
I'll tell you that right now. And you know why though? I made my sons go
You
out and
know,
work.
no doubt, no doubt. You're not alone. You're not alone. It's a
Yeah.
reason for that.
I need
It's a
you to
reason.
learn how to work because I don't want you to come in and understand that just because I built this brand and I built this company that you get to run something off the muscle. I do agree with the people with the fact that had my son wanted to come in and work in the lowest part of my department to earn his way up, I would do that. I would have done that. But my kids said they had other journeys. They wanted to take
Well,
their own route.
But no, but that's how you do. But this is what nepotism is. You don't never get the top job. You always come into a field that you're not necessarily qualified for in a position that you didn't necessarily deserve. But this
Right,
is how you start learning in the mail room, in the film room. You know what I mean? And you do different things and you learn that when you learn the business from the ground up, when you get up, You don't have to look down because you already know what's down there
Right.
because that's where you one step at a time, one brick at a time. What we're not doing, and we got to do better networking with each other. It's supporting black business. We'll go to a black business when it first open or once every 2 or 3 months, but we won't support it like we do McDonald's. We go to McDonald's every day. Every morning for breakfast, we're going to McDonald's. But
Right.
now a lot of times when you go to that black business, are you getting A1
One
service? Are you
service?
getting
No.
top of the line personalities and greetings in the morning? Are you able to go in there and file a complaint with the manager about something without getting into a fight with the worker?
No.
These are some
And I
things.
agree. Yeah.
These are some things that we have to correct in order for it to work for us, but we got to address it. I don't want people to start thinking, well, now ain't nothing wrong. Oh, yeah, it's a hell of a lot of things wrong. And we finna bring it to the light, partner. See, nepotism is whatever you make of it. Don't nobody owe you nothing. And every man, I said it earlier, has a responsibility to his family to provide and protect. So if I can provide you with a legal hustle, with a legal means, yeah, I'm gonna do that before I do somebody up the street that I don't know. But that don't mean I'm not gonna help them if the chance occurs. But I'm not
Right.
gonna put them in front of my own. You know why? Because I gotta take care of this grown sucker sitting in my house, no job, with no inspiration. But you also gotta teach them. You also have
Right.
to teach them, like you said earlier, come in from the ground, you work your way up. Now you ain't no supervisor. Now you ain't telling nobody what to do or nothing. They might not even know you my kid the first 4 or 5 years you there.
Exactly. Exactly.
Because it only brings jealousy, envy. We have to take responsibility. Nepotism, the kickback on it is, well, they don't do it. Why come they don't? Show me a race or a corp. Show me any line of business that you don't see nepotism in. Even from car salesmen, school teachers. School
Absolutely.
teachers get their kids hired as school teachers. Watch it every day. Teachers get other principals get other teachers that they work with when they was teachers hired as principals. All that's a form of nepotism. Same way with the coaching
Absolutely.
staff. You hire people on your coaching staff, you familiar with, they might not be the best candidate, but because they know you, they get an inside track on that. You
Right.
understand? And this is a form of nepotism, guys. We have to understand that it's our responsibility to help our families. That's what's wrong with our families. There are no strong commitment and unity with us. Give you an example.
Well, let me ask this before you go that route. So, is it better for me to say, let me help you, or is it better for me to say, let me provide a way for you to do it? Because I agree with Ludacris the way he handled his family once he came into his money. No, you don't just work for me. No, you're not just coming to work for me. No, you're not doing this. But tell me what you want to do and let me put you on that track. Because I feel like if I do something you don't really want to do and you come work for me, I'm making you the worst person that I'm talking about.
No, no, no. Now, see, you're talking about a grown adult that's looking at your made money and y'all trying to decide the best ways to help them. What I'm talking about is raising a child with certain morals and standards to where
Uh-huh.
they know they got the hookup, but they trying to figure out a way to do it a certain way. Oh, yeah, I'm finna get this right. They ain't guessing. And you gonna know your child. See, it depends on the individual that's asking you for help. Some people you have to hold by their hand and walk them through because, like we were talking about earlier, they didn't have the proper guidance and teaching, so that has to be put in there at some time in their life. Some walk in life somewhere in there that had to be put in. Some kids are self-motivated. Some kids are self-starters, like
Right.
athletes. You got some guys gonna play hard just cause it's game day. Then you got some guys the coach got to get in their face and get them out. Got some guys you can just say, hey man, let's go, and they ready to go. You got to know the individual. It's not a one way for everything, for everybody, but it is one goal for everybody to be well spoken and accomplish something, well accomplished. And when I say well
Absolutely.
accomplished, I don't mean you own a bunch of houses and cars. You are a respectable, productive citizen of society, man. We put too much time in drama. It's kind of like our kids in sports. Everybody think their kids gonna go pro. Hell, only 1% go pro. Well, what about the other 99%? What are they going pro in? We ain't gonna teach them nothing, huh? If they don't get drafted, they just ain't nothing, huh? We ain't gonna tell them they supposed to.
Absolutely.
Like right now is the perfect time for us to mend a wrong. And I don't know how strong it'll go. But if we address our boys that are leaving home now as seniors, going to college, playing sports with this UIL money, and they getting $10,000 a month and $50,000 a transfer and this and that. If we can teach these boys how not to spend that money. See, right now we like to look rich instead of be rich. Teach them how to
Right.
invest that money in stocks in Walmart and Amazon and FedEx. And when I don't mean in a tire shop or something you got going on at the bazaar or the flea market. I ain't talking about some pop-up company you want to start brand new. Oh, I want to do top dollar chicken. No, I think I'm gonna go buy me a Kentucky chicken franchise. If we can teach
Exactly.
them to play the stock game for the 4 years while they're getting the UIL money and likeness money, and come out of there with a degree, a master's, not a bachelor's. The starting point has to be a master's. This way, as you go out on these streets and you start to, when you get ready to get your doctorate, now you're a shot caller. But if you got your money when you're 22 and you've come, you don't have to go pro. You might make $2-3 million in a year. You might make
I,
$2 or $3 million. You might make $2 or $3 million
man,
every
I
year.
just had
Uh,
this conversation. I just had that same conversation, Doc, top with somebody the other day, and I said, What if I said, what's going to happen is kids are going. Why aren't we making our kids realize that if you're getting this much money playing sports in college, why are you in a rush to go to the pros? Why are you
well,
in a rush to go and be in? Because they want, but our society is always like you just said. We want the fame. We
yeah,
want people
instant,
to
yep,
know our
yep,
name.
yep.
Social media has created such a vanity
Woo! I'm so tired
that
of looking at what people eating. But go ahead. I didn't mean. I didn't mean.
no, no, you're absolutely right. We talk about it all the time, but I just had social media has created a vanity that's like no other.
No
We've
doubt.
never
No doubt.
been at this stage because you can't go anywhere without somebody taking a picture of themselves, taking a picture of their food, taking a picture. I see couples sitting at tables on a
On their phone.
date and they on their phone more than they are talking, and you wonder why you can't work out because they don't know what to do when the phone is gone,
That's
when
right.
the sex is gone. They
That's
don't
right.
understand how to get past that level, correct?
You exactly
And
correct. Me
and
and my
that's the
wife.
biggest thing.
Yeah. Example. I use myself for an example. Me and my wife go out to eat. We sit at the table. Once the waitress or the waiter come and we place our order, those phones get turned upside down. Ringers get turned
Right.
down. And we got people dependent on us. We cut those ringers off and turn you gonna call while we right here. We're gonna talk, we're gonna discuss some stuff. Might not agree on everything, but that's our own
Not,
little
and that's not
time.
what it's about.
Yeah, but that's
Yep.
our own little time for us to drink and have something to eat, wholesome. Boom. Nice little meal, see some scenery. We might want to hit a block, have a couple of business ideas. We topping it up. Then when we get back home, see, then we ready to shower, get in the bed, and unwind. But those phones, it's a gift and a curse, man. That instant with the social media, it's just a gift and a curse, Jason.
Yeah.
That's the saddest
And
part
that's
about
where
that.
we're at. But that's what I was saying. So to wrap up everything that you've been bringing together, because you've been hitting on all the topics, that we are where we are today because the internet made us moved us in this direction.
Well,
It
here
made
it
us,
speeded us up. It
yep,
made it made every sin glorified.
right.
You know what I mean? In other
Because
words,
that's
everybody make mistakes. You dig what I'm saying? And we all do
yep,
stuff that ain't right. So can't nobody act like they holier than thou or we walking around here. We all fall short. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is the goals, the expectations, the standard. What happened to loyalty and respect, man? When you lose that, everything goes to hell in a nut basket, man. Just boom, 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 boom. And we got to teach our boys, these athletes, and the girls too. It's like the baby that played for LSU, the Angela Reese baby. She made more
Flau'jae,
money. She made more money at LSU than she did playing in the WNBA.
right.
You
Oh,
see what I
Angel
mean?
Reese, yes, yes,
So these are. But if she got somebody in her corner, because I don't know a person, Invest this money. Buy stocks. Don't look for no nothing. Don't put nothing. Go buy you some stocks and buy stocks that you know gonna be here. Buy guaranteed stuff. Buy into the medical supply field. People that make the medicine and the needles and all, buy into that. Buy into home
Right.
health care. Buy into something that can't go away, that you know not going away. But buy into a familiar brand, a familiar foundation. And don't put all your money in no one nothing. 10% over here,
Right.
10% over there, 10% over here, 10 in a minute. Now you're a mogul. See, now you're an entrepreneur mogul. Now you're checking your bank accounts. Now you're going from America to Swiss accounts.
Right.
And in 5 years, you're living off of interest and you ain't never touching your money. But these are the valuable financial lessons that we don't teach our kids. And it just bothered me that people had a problem with nepotism. And I'm like, it's the fastest way to stabilize our community. And that means
Absolutely.
for the men that are working, that are doing right, they need to reach back and grab somebody and show them. But the person that they reaching back to grab, you need to know something about them. They need to be God fearing. They need to be respectful. You don't need to bring nobody up to your job, going to work for 2 weeks and then not come back, get one full check and run off. You can go to a job right now on a temp job. You can go to a job and walk in there as a temp, pull up, and all the Negroes, all the African Americans will look you and they'll look you up and down and size you up. Oh, that nigga ain't shit, or that nigga think he this, and this. Same job. A Mexican will walk in there, boom, and see the group of Mexicans. They gonna meet him at the door. They gonna greet him. They gonna have lunch together. They gonna talk to him. They gonna introduce him to everything, the ins and outs of the job, the supervisors, the do's and don'ts, what they can get away with, what they can't. We got to get back to loving on each other more, man. We don't love
Right.
ourselves no more. And I hate that we've allowed we don't love ourselves no more.
And you're right.
We got women doing all kind of crazy surgeries to the black woman is the most beautiful thing God ever made. And they just sticking themselves and jelly in their butts and stuff. It's like, what in the world we doing? Facial and
But we want to live the life that we're told we're supposed to live.
well,
We
we,
want to
we
live
want to
the life
live.
that
We want to
society
live the
says.
LA. We want to live the LA housewives, the basketball housewives.
Right.
We want to live. You know what I mean? We want to live those instant success. Everybody see this, oh, and they want it. But now when they see what it costs them, now all of a sudden you want it. Y'all think Cassidy really wanted it now? How y'all think Jaguar Wright feel about them cats after what they did to her?
Right.
What about Mary J? What about the brat? You understand where I'm going with it? What about Pam Grier? I go back farther than all. We can just keep going back. Lola Falana, do y'all think they really want about that life then?
Right.
See,
We don't.
when you,
I try
when
to
you
talk. We try to
go
talk
ahead.
so much about no. Don't chase the fame. You know, I always been that way. I've been that way since I started my company. I'm not chasing the fame. I don't care if you don't like me. I don't care. I'm chasing generational wealth. I'm doing things and building things. And what I love about what we're doing here, even at the station, is that we all sat down and came up with an idea of saying, let's get back to when, like you said, when we loved each other,
We
when
got to.
music gave us the avenue to want to hug and want to be around each other and barbecue and throw it on, and we all two stepping and we all doing this and that. We have surpassed that because music dictates behavior. If you don't believe that, then tell me why you teach your kids their ABCs by singing it to them. Tell
That's
me
right.
why, when you want your kid to learn something, you automatically start to become a song, because we are people of vibrations. Music creates vibrations. That's the difference between a number one hit and something that should have been a number one hit.
That's
I
right.
tell people that all the time.
You're exactly right. You're exactly right, man. We got to do better. We just got to do better. Like I say, education is key. And that don't mean you got to have no doctorate or college degrees. That means being educated in whatever it is that you're trying to do. Learn whatever it
Right.
is you're trying to do. Learn it. Quit expecting for other people to teach you and show you and not no, learn it. And now with this cheat sheet of a cell phone that y'all got now, and that we got now, or the shortcut where you can just say Google this, Google this. Mindful, be mindful, people. Google's not always right.
at all.
Everything that you ask Google, they not necessarily gonna give you the right answer. They're gonna give you the narrative of the perspective that you need to know, that the
That was
government
created.
wants you to know, that the world wants you to hear. You understand?
Absolutely.
So you have to
Absolutely.
be very careful, but there is no excuse for the knowledge is there, man. We just need to learn, slow down. If you're doing so much stuff and it's not going right, slow down and start doing less stuff.
Right.
Make sure that you
Hey, so
make the
we're
main.
coming up on our last 10 minutes. Just to give you an FYI, guys, we are coming up on our last 10. So if you want to hear more from this show, we're going to do every Tuesday at 7
Yes, sir.
Central Time. Top, I'm gonna let you go ahead and wrap up. We thank everybody for tuning in. This is the type of conversation we needed to get back to, man.
And
I think we both missed this.
oh yeah, no doubt. Hey man, and for anybody, man, that's in the Dallas Fort Worth area, really all of Texas, Louisiana, Oklahoma, if you're looking for some great barbecue, man, I'm talking about the best top of the line. You don't need no teeth to eat our beef. You understand me? If you ring, we bring. You ring up Grillo's Barbecue and Catering, and no event is too small for us. We do trail rides, reunions, the whole nine. All you got to do is place your order, and that's at 469-337-0185. Again, that's 469-337-0185. That's Grillo's Barbecue and Catering, and that's one of my sponsors, and I stand by that. It's the best barbecue you can get. Ring them up and try it. And they are DISD vendors, so you can, if you work for the district and you want them to come to your school or come out to the stadium or come up to the Little League, we are very all permitted and everything, the whole nine, and we're not pulling a barrel behind a truck. We talking about a whole kitchen, and you don't need no teeth to eat our beef. Now back to this other part of the game that I want to drop on y'all before we go, because y'all know I'm a Cowboy fan and I'm diehard, but I hate our owner. I hate our owner, and hate's a strong word. Everybody say, man, don't use hate, man. I think I hate that dude, man. But that's just me. Football season, man. It's about to go down one more time. Dak talking about he wants 60. Look like somebody finna give it to him. And I'll just say the Black Bowl. What is that? That is a black secret society.
Right.
Can y'all imagine that? A black secret society. You spell it Boule, but it's spelled bowl. That's the way it's pronounced. Okay? Yeah, can y'all imagine African Americans in this country? See, this is how they did Oklahoma, Tuskegee, and all that. You have to understand who was behind what and who did what. Why aren't we networking from that? The Black Bowl. It's a secret society. I want all you guys to slow down. Get in your Google machine. Get in your time machine. When y'all talk about the Illuminati and the Masons and all that, y'all talking about it, that's something that you can never be 100% a part of. But the Black Bowl, why come we all not?
Right.
Why come we not networking our own secret society within but without this society to where we all right, to where we just looking out for each other. We're not trying to do nothing bad to nobody. We're not trying to go kill nobody. What we trying to do is make sure our boys grow up to be men and fathers. Our
Right.
girls grow up to be women and mothers. And not all this twisted nonsense that we turning a blind eye to and the other cheek to when we know it's not right, man. Be a man with a real black man. Please stand up. I'm telling y'all this. I'm asking y'all this. Will y'all please stand up? Look in the mirror. Don't look at me. Don't be worrying about what I'm talking about and the next person or nobody else. Look in the mirror when you get up in the morning and tell me, what do you see, man? And what can you do better? What can you do better for you? What can you do to work on you? My only suggestion would be first fall down on your knees and pray and then go forward from there. But if you look yourself in the mirror, that's the hardest thing for a man to do. Everybody can criticize somebody else and say, well, he ought to do this or she ought to do that. What should you do? What is it that you ain't
Absolutely.
doing? My partner told me, he said, say, man, Top, from here on out, anything I can do today, I'm going to do it. I'm not putting it off. Because why am I putting it off if I can do it today? It's like mama say, don't worry about nothing you can't control. The things you can control, handle it. If you can't control it, don't handle it. Well, it's the same way. If it's something that I can do that I want to do, I'm doing it. Now, if I can't do it, I'm not going to stress about it neither. I do it when I can. But I'm not going to put off something that needs to be done today that I want to do, that I need to do, and not do it. And I challenge each black man listening all across the airways. There's something you need to do, man. Do it. Quit procrastinating. Quit putting it off. Tomorrow is not promised. You know, we burying people. I know all y'all going to funerals every weekend. That's another good business too, the mortuary business, because we dying. They killing us. We killing us. You know, we can make money with that. But that's neither here nor there. But it's real talk. It's real talk and it's legal money, man. It's legal money. Think about how many times you go to
All
the
right,
funeral
man.
home and it's bagged up. Think about it. You got to wait till the next weekend to bury a
Absolutely.
loved one. You got to do this, and it's so high. Do you know it costs about $15,000 to bury somebody?
That's why I'm on my will is cremation for me. Keep that money and
Man,
live.
I told my
I
old
need
lady,
y'all to
Cat. I
live.
told my old lady, my kids, say, man, y'all cash that insurance check in and leave me at the morgue. What they gonna do? I'm already out of there. You hear me?
All right, man. It's time to wrap it up. Let's go. You go ahead and give your final thoughts of the day leading into next week, man. This is an awesome show. This was awesome today.
Hey man, I just appreciate the chance to chat with y'all and to talk. And when we come back next week, we're gonna get more into the Black Bowl because I want to know what y'all think about it, what y'all know about it, and what's y'all perception of it. And I want y'all to start loving each other, man. Just loving yourself first, you know. And if you've been traumatized, don't be too ashamed to admit why you are like you are because you'll never get better if you don't address the problem. You can't address a lie. See, if you're lying, I was born like this. No, you weren't. Let's talk truth. Let's be truth finders. Let's be truth seekers. Let's love God, love each other, man. And I expect for each one of y'all to push y'all black men and women forward to make sure that our kids know more than Michael Jordan. I mean, to teach them things that's going to, when you're not here, that they can pass on down. We got women now, 20, 25 years old, can't cook. I mean, can't cook, burning up spaghetti. These are things that's missing from Aunt Your Mama to now. Used to take the pig and feed everybody. Now we can't feed nobody without McDonald's. It's some things that's valuable lessons that we're allowing to slip that I want us to address. And I'm going to talk about it every week in detail. We're going to go a little deeper and a little deeper. And next week, I got a nice guest coming in for y'all. It's going to be a surprise. And we're going to tap on some nails that's going to make everybody holler. Because when I tell you these homo thugs and disappointed me, we'll tune in and talk about it next week because I want to know how all this happened. What kind of vibe am I sending off for you to approach me even like that if I'm a man? Men don't send off those kind of vibes.
Right.
We gonna fight all night. I mean all night. No. What you mean?
Absolutely.
What you mean? What kind of what are you feeling? I might not be all
Absolutely.
this, and I might not be all that. Not what do you mean? I'm a man. What's going on? So we need to address it. It needs to be paid particular attention to because we're losing our boys, man. And nobody's understanding it. If we continue down this pathway, there will be nobody. Everybody talking about how they feel. Everything has a mate. Dogs, rats, turtles, snakes, everything. That's the way it was intended, like from the art.
Right.
Everything. A
Right.
boy and a girl. That's the only way you're gonna get another one. The boy and the
Right.
boy don't work, and the girl don't work. So we gotta address it, but we have to do it in a sensitive manner to where people not all up in their feelings. And really, I believe people think that people bash them because of their situation, and knowing it's because you haven't told your story and you hadn't sat down and came clean, and you have to address some stuff. And now you know everybody, your business is your business. But if it's your business, deal with it. And if you need help dealing with it, talk to somebody, man. Y'all need
Exactly.
to quit letting people touch your kids and keep your kids. You just met this dude and you're leaving him at home with your kids while you at work and he on the PlayStation and he playing the game and you don't know what's going on. Now all of a sudden your son using the bathroom on himself. He ain't been doing that. And now that girl starting to dress and want to wear baggy clothes and look unattractive. She hadn't been doing that. You got to pay attention, man. You can't be so dumb in love that you're not paying attention. But this goes back to who you sleep with, who you have kids by, and who do you believe in? What do you believe in? Because I say it to you again, two boys and two girls, that ain't gonna work. We got to save ourselves. We got free will, y'all. We got to save ourselves. Remember Solomon and Gomorrah? Don't turn around. You might turn to a pillar of salt. We got to go forward. Now, this is Dallas After Dark, man. This is real talk. I'm going to be here every Tuesday, 7 p.m., man. I work at the legendary Lincoln High School. And we got a lot of good things going on, mentoring programs, becoming a man. They call it BAM, B-A-M, all woman, womb, womanhood. And we got so many different ways we're reaching out to try to help groom, because no one person can fix this fashion of our society right now. We're going to have to work together. Everybody going to have to chip in and do their part. But the first thing we got to do is quit bullshitting each other. Tell the truth, stand on truth. They got a thing now, Jason, they say, oh, we're going to stand on business. Well, let's stand on business. Let's stand on business.
All right.
Now, if I'm
And that's
bullshitting, y'all
absolutely
call
right,
me on
man.
my bullshit.
Hey, absolutely, y'all. I want to thank everybody who came out and joined us today. This was a successful run. This was absolutely wonderful, guys. Every Monday you can tune in for Real Talk Dallas After Dark. Every
Tuesday.
Wednesday starting next week. Every Tuesday, I'm sorry. Every Monday is my show, Real Talk with Jason Dixon. Then we have every Wednesday on Nostalgic Radio Podcast, we have the Woody Wood Show. And then every Friday we have Street Made Radio with my main. So
Yeah,
guys, I
yeah.
want you to tune in, come talk with us. That's all we want to do, is have real conversations with the aspect of changing the dynamics of what we're going through today.
We're
Any
going to
last
build.
words? All right. Thank you guys. You guys have a great night. Thanks for tuning in.
Thank you, and God bless.
Okay, Russell. Hey, that was awesome, man. I'm gonna send you the link. That was awesome.